episode 4.
Yeah.
The right perspective. How are you doing?
Doing good. It would be episode 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
We recorded a whole episode a couple weeks ago before Christmas, and then didn't press record space or record the video, so we had just had a really good conversation.
Yeah, but it was lost to time.
Yeah.
As are most of our conversations.
Yeah. So, but it's going good so far. Happy New Year, everyone.
Yes.
It's pretty cool. 2025. I'm excited because I'm getting married.
Mm-hmm.
Trump coming into office.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of great things coming. What about you?
Yeah, it's gonna be should be a good year. Have 3 kids now, so
Awesome.
they're gonna be, now we've got the terrible twos, but with twins.
The tantrums.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be terrible. I think it'll be good.
I was gonna say,
I think it'll be really good.
Every time I see you post on Twitter, it's like, my kids can use forks. And they're like almost 2. Or you're just really impressed by the twins, and I think that's super cool.
Mm-hmm. Tonight after dinner, we told them, wipe off your hands and your mouth with your napkin.
Yeah.
And they did.
No way.
So cool.
I know, because so many people take. Why am I ended? Space ended.
Oh, we have the video.
All right,
we'll see if it works.
Some people just assume their kids are too stupid or they can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's pretty encouraging to be able to see your kids do that kind of stuff.
And that's part of why I brag on them. One, I'm really proud of them, but also you gotta have high expectations for them, but you gotta know what's possible. So if I'm out here telling people that, my kids aren't even 2 and they can use napkins and put away their toys and all this stuff, they like having napkins. Like, I want that.
Really?
And as soon as I give it to you, you put it on your lap.
Because I did this with my food. I just put it all over me.
You're not my son. There might be some geneticness about it. I've always been a little bit of a clean freak when it comes to that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which I think I kind of get from my grandmother. The rumor goes that every time her children pooped, like when they're, diaper age, she'd give them a bath.
It's a little much.
Seems a little excessive to me.
A little excessive. But
I can't imagine doing that myself. But she didn't have twins. She was an amazing woman.
Just imagine you're at work, at the building, and you're like, all right, see you, Marshall. See you, brother. I gotta go take a bath.
We'll fix it in post.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but
yep, gotta go give my kids a bath.
So, man, I'm excited to have kids.
Patience.
Yes. Patience. For marrying, yes, of course.
Yes, once you're married.
I am looking forward to being a father one day, and I think that'll be super fun and the huge responsibility. But what's life without it? So,
you get to start forming a legacy.
Yeah, that's something that I don't think in a super prideful way, but I want to have the legacy of the Clemens family being a family who knows who they are, is well off spiritually. We know who we are in Christ, who we are as a family, where we came from, and then what the family trait is, or even what. So I think that's something I want to extend to my family.
That might improve the audio quality.
Yeah.
So you're going to start doing stuff that's going to affect people 200 years from now.
Yeah.
No pressure.
No pressure. One of the best things, I think it was Big Dad Energy on X here. He recommended, I think it was a couple months ago, to start to open a brokerage or a dividends account for your kids and just start investing that, which means you'll have almost 18 years of that growth, 10% annual, and you can just give it to them and say, here, let me teach you about how stocks grow and stuff like that. I think that's super cool because they'll you put a decent amount of money in, they'll have a really good chunk of change to start their life with or to keep growing. I think that'd be really cool for me to do. So
Yeah, and there are places, I don't know the names of any of them, but there are places that are set up for that. And you can like send a link to your friends or family or whoever for, like, if you want to get my kid a birthday gift, they have enough toys.
put it in here.
But you
Yeah.
put $5 in their future.
Yeah,
They'll grow.
They'll turn 500 in 10 years. So
Yeah, so that's a really cool idea. I want to get that set up
Yeah.
for my kids. I
It's-
haven't yet.
I've dabbled in stock trading because I put a little money in it. I wanted to see how it worked. I didn't put the farm on it, but it's really cool. I've mainly figured out there are like the two kinds of people who buy and hold, and then the people who buy, wait for it to go up that much, and then sell immediately, and then keep doing that and try to game the system. That works for some people.
You wait until it starts to go down ever so slightly,
Yeah.
because then you've hit a peak. That's what you say.
Yeah. And then
But I'm a holder.
And then so you watch you do this, go down, and then it skyrockets like Bitcoin. I put a little on that too, and then that went well. I made $12. Ooh. And then it went down. So it's just fun to see how money works. It's not gambling, but it's pretty darn close in the way it acts. So I want to take some online classes just to figure out how that works, so I can make smart decisions. There's a lot of index funds you can put them in, or people who will invest your money for you, which I think is sure. I don't need that. I don't need that on my mind.
Are you following Everyday Dominion?
Yes.
Okay. I know he's shifted over to posting more financial stuff.
I do take a lot of it. As someone who's not a super experienced trader, but also knows that meme coins are extremely volatile, and he recommends to invest in meme coins, and that
Interesting.
He thinks they'll be. Well, he didn't say he did not. Let me get that straight. He didn't say to invest in them. He says that he thinks they'll be a great asset that'll be the biggest thing in 2025. And I'm like, cool. I'm not putting money on it now. I'm not at that stage.
Interesting.
But yeah, cool if so.
Yeah. You're not going to invest in the Hot Tour coin or something? That was so dumb. So dumb. Somebody referred to her as conservative the other day.
Just because she comes with a country accent? No, I don't know.
Maybe.
No. I cannot believe. I find it very hard to believe people put their life savings in that coin and then lost it all. It's like, man, you deserve to lose it because you weren't going to do anything smarter with it. Like, why would you put $63,000 in this coin that is going to immediately depreciate? Like, not a single meme coin other than Dogecoin stays. Like, everyone has one. Mr. Beast,
Really?
Andrew Tate, or different coins like that they support or related to. They go up, and then as soon as they stop posting about it, goes down. Like,
Interesting.
the plane is dive bombing. So, it's way too volatile because Bitcoin and Ethereum you can consider volatile assets, but on an extreme level are meme coins. So, yeah, I don't know.
I know almost nothing about meme coins. I technically heard the term, and then
As far as I
Michael
know,
Knowles started talking about him a little bit.
You start a cryptocurrency with the weird name, and now that's it. That's a meme coin. So yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I want to set my kids up for success in that way that maybe they can pull out some and get their first car, or start their life, get an apartment, or put a down payment on a home.
It'd be amazing.
Or they can keep some of it and just keep letting that grow, and they could keep that for their kids and their retirement and things. Because a lot of the market is just getting in at the right time, meaning as early as possible, which is why I'm glad I started at 18 now.
Right.
Because no matter what happens, politics, world events, it always goes up at around 10% average, which it's pretty good if you have a decent amount you keep putting in. So,
excuse me.
One of the topics you mentioned was Christian modesty. I think this is an issue whether you're on Facebook with like evangelicals, on Twitter where people are like, don't show any skin at all, or you show all your skin, like extremes.
Yep.
What's your take on like modesty? What do you mean by that?
I wish Grok knew how to do it. It does not.
I don't use Grok anymore.
What? Grok's super cool though.
For image generation, for non-humans, yeah. For some,
I haven't. It's been changed lately, and I haven't used it much.
Yeah.
So I just haven't.
Well, they make 4 images, and it's 4 times slower.
That's true. I do like it that it puts more images out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Anyway, that's not about Christian modesty.
Yes.
But I would agree with our friend Irish dude, layman apologist, that it's not just women that need to, veil their bodies. Both out of respect for what God's created and saving it for their spouse, but also helping their brothers to avoid sin, avoid temptation.
Mm-hmm.
But I think men need to do it too. God clothed both of them. We're not told to what extent.
No, we're not.
But I think men need to wear shirts.
Yeah.
I wear a shirt when I go to the beach or swimming pool or whatever. I can't swim, but if I'm there. So yeah. I've always had a little bit higher standards for it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like anything above the knee or.
I mean, if you're a man who does like shorts right about here, it's a little odd. I can understand if you're like in private working out or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even a lot of basketball style shorts. I tried working out in those at a gym, and they're like falling way up high.
They're way too loose.
Yeah, and very very light material, so it's just falling up my thighs. It's gross.
Yeah, just like duct tape and
there you go.
That hurt.
Not the flexibility.
Pain for righteousness.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, just wear pants. Just wear pants.
Yeah, pants are great.
Yeah.
Warm weather, hot weather. Used to wear that in a building all the time. Just pants all the time. I wore shorts once. Well, they were like Boy Scout pants.
Mm-hmm.
So you could unzip them and turn them into shorts. And then I realized, I don't like this. Because like the fluff would get... I was like, nah, that's not good.
Yeah. I've considered wearing shorts.
It was really hot that one day. I'll admit, it was a moment of weakness. I generally agree. I think that in good faith, a lot of preachers and pastors and men in the church, Christendom, try to speak about modesty for women because that is, I think, more of the egregious of the two, or the largest problem of modesty. But it's like reading the room. You can't just preach to one side, and then because then this side feels attacked. The women won't feel like what about the guys? They should just control themselves. And then it's this back and forth, and both sides are like, I don't care what you say. So you have to be like, okay, what does modesty for both look like? Women should be. I think, and I don't have specific scriptures to back this up, but the baseline of what modesty is in the Bible is typically nothing above the knee, or at least like top of the knee, and fully covered torso. So that's why I think dresses on women are great. I don't know about pants, because pants are kind of a cultural thing. I think it really depends there. I think a lot of pants are too tight for men and women. I don't know about you. Modern men's jeans, I hate them. They're tight. They don't have big pockets anymore. They're bad. Yeah. So you got to find some like. I like poly and denim together. I don't like straight denim because it's really, really rough. Tight jeans are no go for me.
I don't like tight pants, and whenever I'm pants shopping, the pockets. Yeah, I like reach my hands into the pockets.
Can I fit the city of Detroit in here?
Or at least a big iPad or something.
Yeah. Because if they don't put a big pocket here, they like to stick a million pockets all over the legs. And that's just uncomfortable when you're trying to sit. Yeah. I'd rather have a huge pocket where I can fit keys, wallet, everything.
I am very particular about which stuff goes in which pockets.
Yeah.
I got a system. So So those pockets better be able to fit exactly what I want in them.
Comfortably too.
Yeah.
Like if it's pressed super tight, it's uncomfortable.
I bought
you know?
jeans the other day. They were super cheap, and they fit me. But the pocket rides way up high, so I can't get my hand in there.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
That's another thing. They're really, really tight across like the mid waist and the front. I don't know what it is. It's like the thighs are a good space. Like there's definitely a lot of like extra cloth there, so it's not tight, but it's not. You're not wearing a Bartley sack. But it's really, really like it makes the pockets hard to get into. Maybe I'm just getting fat. Probably. But
it's just not designed right.
No.
5'11". 5'11".
They're expensive.
They are expensive, but they make really good pants.
I bet.
They're like 60% off right now, I think.
I'll check that out.
So I almost bought some pants for $30 a piece. 35.
That's not bad at all.
Not terrible. That's like Walmart selling pants for between $20 and $30 right now.
Yeah.
I bought some on sale for $23 today. Yeah, today. I'll try it. We'll see. I think they're Dickies.
Yeah.
Which is also a good brand. But
I like Dickies' brand, yeah. I got some pants and a jacket, a really good canvas jacket. I wore it last year.
Oh, nice.
I haven't worn it since because I'm a city slicker office worker now. So.
And you gotta still come in, you know, represent your roots.
Yes, that's why I like coming back out here. It's nice.
But back to the modesty question.
Yeah.
You bring up women in pants. I think, as far as the question of are they women wearing men's clothes, I don't think that's a problem because as long as they're wearing actually women's pants.
Yeah.
Right. I think we're far enough culturally that it's like, okay, women's pants are a thing. It's not just women putting on men's clothes.
Right.
But again, a lot of pants are very tight and are not modest.
Yeah.
Even if they cover everything, they're not modest because they're so tight. Which men can have clothes that are too tight too.
Shirts,
Leggings.
Yeah. It's gross. You can have too tight clothes.
Yeah.
But women, it's a super cute look. You have a short dress and pants or leggings. That's a really cute look and modest.
Instantly look
Just
like the most based, awesome homeschooler Christian.
Exactly.
There's a lot of guys that love that.
Yeah. It's a good look.
I got a lot of friends that need to find a wife. So
I did a little matchmaking.
I think I saw something about that. What was it for Sawyer?
And there was a lady. There's a lady that comments on several of my things, and she's single, and she commented about, oh, my family is going to bed early on New Year's Eve. I wish I had a husband to stay up late with me. And I quote posted it. It was like, a lot of you guys are single in 2025. A lot of you guys are still single.
Yeah.
You could fix that in 2025, and like point down at her at her post.
That's amazing.
And then I did basically the same thing for Sawyer. As quote posted it. Any of you guys got a young lady for my boy?
I've seen that. Yeah, it's great.
And I think Irish Jew did. I don't know. They talked. We'll see.
Very nice.
Maybe Sawyer will be married next week.
In the match.
I saw an opportunity.
Yeah. I've wrestled with the question of women in pants before because it's like, well, pants have always been a men's thing, and is it? I guess at the time when women started wearing more pants, it was way more taboo or way more revolutionary because that was like a men exclusive thing. Like a man starting to wear a dress up until recently has been a very taboo thing, but not in other cultures. Like in Scotland, it's not a dress. Please don't kill me.
It's a skirt.
Scottish. It's a skirt. You gotta say, a kilt. Things like that.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
it
Greeks
does
or
differ.
Romans, those togas were kind of like dresses.
Togas, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't hold the Greeks for the best culture. They had some great maths, but other than that, so it does differ across culture, and not all cultures equal. We know that, but I think there's a very tasteful way you can do women's pants and men's pants.
Yeah.
Nothing is more off-putting than seeing a man in like a super super tight shirt. Whether he's fit, it bugs me because it's like you're trying to show off, and I feel like, and a lot of the our friends on Twitter wear like big bulky shirts when they go work out, and I'm like, they say, yeah, I'm doing this for modesty. I'm like, that's a man with actual strength right there who doesn't have to show off to the rest of the world, you know, because we say don't women yoga pants. It's like spray paint. Why are you doing that? It's very inappropriate. I think it's the same for men, whether it's down below or up top. I just don't think skin tight clothes are good.
Yeah, the skin tight shirts on men doesn't bother me nearly as much as it's not good, but it doesn't bother me nearly as much as them posting like shirtless pics.
Yeah.
Why? Why are you doing that?
It's very normalized, and in some situations, so when you're like not in public, but if you're like working on your land, you're a farmer, or if you're on a job site with men, yes. But like when a woman comes around, it's like you, even in older culture, 1800s, 1700s, before, the sailors wouldn't curse around women. You know, it's just. I guess it's. I don't know if you see the same kind of aspect or not. But.
Yeah, there's a respect thing.
Yeah. Respect for others, respect for you.
Yeah.
For yourself. I mean, so
it's terrible that we've gotten away from respecting women with our in our speech. You don't
terms for prostitutes are used casually. That bugs me. I don't like it. You know.
Well, I meant yes, but I meant on a side note, yes. Being willing to curse around and swear around women. Like, I don't think you should be doing that at all.
No, yes, not at all. But at least it wouldn't be around women or children.
No. No. Now, something we should talk about at some point. Maybe we don't talk about it today. Maybe we do. Was that culture of respect for women, deference for women, the reason feminism was able to take root?
The reason for it to take root.
The reason feminism was able to. At least, if not the cause of feminism. Like, does that foster entitlement, or
maybe
does it do a hands-off-ish approach? Which men weren't hands-off.
No.
Back then.
You took your hat off, you know.
Right. But I think there was, I don't know. It's weird to me that the men that stormed the beaches of Normandy, it's the same generation that let feminism really take root.
What? So that was the greatest generation in the 40s. They weren't born then.
Oh, I was thinking World War I people. Oh, actually.
Well, that's before the silent generation.
Yeah. I don't remember what they're called.
I don't know the generation's name because that's 120 years ago.
Yeah.
No, they were born in like the late 1800s for World War One.
Yeah, very into the 1800s.
But all this post-modern crap started in the 1800s. It all did. It's all terrible.
It's true.
So
true.
I can go a while on that. But.
I like the post lately where people are like, "When did the world start?" Getting terrible. It's like, well, that Genesis 3.
Right around then, there was this snake guy. He didn't crawl on his belly yet, but you know.
Right. Walking snakes.
Side thought. I really wonder what would have happened. You know, because Eve ate the apple and gave it to Adam. What would happen if Adam was like, "What are you doing?" No. I don't know. That was the extent of my thought. But
the first divorce.
Sin would have come into the world.
Yeah.
But if the man didn't sin, I have a pet theory that
maybe it would have just been Adam without sin then.
And then their children. Because my pet theory is that
he'd be half sin, maybe half
sin passes down through the male line.
Yeah.
That's my theory. That I think that's how it works because Mary obviously had sin, but that didn't get passed down to Jesus.
Because he's Jesus.
Because he's
well,
Jesus.
Okay, that's an interesting
But,
point,
like,
well,
was
that's because
was that why it needed to be a virgin birth?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
That's a really interesting thought, because that's if, and please no one kill me, I'm not fully 100% on original sin, that we're born deemed for hell.
Interesting.
Okay. I'm not like fully 100%. I'm still working that out. I'm trying to read more of that, because there's a lot of scriptures that do suggest that, but it's just struggling with the idea that, the moment you are conceived, that you have sin in some way. It didn't make logical sense. I need to talk about that more with my family and elders, but that's why I guess it's more of a simple thing for me why Jesus was without sin, is because he never sinned. He never committed a sin.
I think he was born without proclivity for sin, the
possibility.
sin nature.
Well, God can't sin.
Not necessarily.
But he's fully man.
That's interesting.
On the mountain,
Yeah.
the Holy Spirit's protection left him, and he was allowed to be tempted.
Yeah.
So he might have just been protected from his sin nature.
I don't think y'all can hear my wife, but he was tempted.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus was tempted.
Yeah.
But he didn't sin. I don't know. I think you're born. I think you're conceived with your sin nature.
Okay.
And then
Sinful nature.
But you don't. I don't think you can sin until. It's not called the age of consent. It's called the age.
No, the age of not enlightenment. This general age around 10, 11,
age where
12.
you realize. Oh, I think it's more like 3 or 4, but
Yeah.
where you realize what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You're choosing to sin.
You have.
I think it's
some form of not higher consciousness, but awareness.
I think it's the age where you could understand
Concepts of right and wrong.
right, that you could repent.
Yeah.
That's my thought of it. 11 or 12.
That's generally the age it was in Jewish culture back in the time of Christ. It's different for every child, and it's just generally. And that's one of the reasons why when my
age of accountability.
That's it.
Yes.
Accountability.
Yes.
Yeah. When are you accountable for your actions?
Mm-hmm.
When my kids say they want to be baptized, they want to be saved, I want them to write me a letter of what sin are you repenting of? What have you done that's a sin? And I don't want to your excuses, because you're confessing. This is more for you. I want to see, do you understand what this is about? What you're doing, And I think that's. If they're younger and I guess if they can write at that point, I hope they would.
Now, Cooper, how is a 7-day-old supposed to write you a letter?
They have to, man.
How are they able to tell him?
Yeah. How are they supposed to tell you about that?
I don't know. We'll figure it out when we're in heaven.
Okay.
When they're older, they'll tell me when they're older.
Yeah, we'll have to ask God about paedo baptism when we're there. Well, we can ask him about it down here too. But.
That's true. We may not get a super direct answer. Maybe it's already given in the Bible. That is something I think that a lot more Christians should do. Is
paedo baptism?
No, investigate why their kid wants to be saved.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are like, "Oh, awesome, cool," and they don't follow up with their kid and okay, do you understand what you're doing?
Yeah. You need to have
why
a conversation.
do you want to be saved? Do you understand how this works? What it is? I think that's just good parenting. And I heard that on one of my favorite podcasts. It's called Think Deeper. It's a couple of Church of Christ ministers in Colorado. They like to challenge a lot of the traditions that have come up in the Church of Christ and say, hey, maybe we should change this. This isn't good, or we could keep doing this, things like that. So it's a good self-reflection. Okay. But yeah, back to modesty.
Modesty. Do we have more to speak about it?
Oh yeah. So there was
be modest.
I'm out of frame. I don't
see your.
So I remember,
beautiful moment.
I don't know if you were on Twitter at that point, but last May, maybe it was 2024. I don't know. it was 2024 early. There was this like American beer company. It's like a MAGA beer company,
Okay.
and they have this book, and it was like the Real Women of America.
Oh, the
And it was-
calendar?
yeah, the calendar or
I
something.
saw that on Twitter just
And it was
today.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it was all of like
Gross.
conservative women in inappropriate outfits.
Yeah.
And half the right was like, "This is good. They're real women, raw," and the other half of us is like, "Why are our conservative women and wives in very inappropriate swimming
Yeah,
outfits
just
on a calendar?"
Flaunting their bodies.
Like Riley Gaines.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Not cool.
It's not cool. Not at all. And
Excuse me.
there were, there's a real, of course, people like the redhead libertarian or Josie, people, because she was dressed modestly. She was in like a housewife
Kind
dress.
of.
Sort of. It was
Better.
a little short.
It was better.
It was better, and she's like, oh, yeah. It was a Twitter controversy,
Mhm.
but I don't know if you see this, but I see it every now and then. There'll be this internal controversy of the right that just likes, well, I shouldn't say just likes, but is more concerned about offending people and like just being brash and hating the woke than the other side of us who are a little bit more concerned with ethics and with does God approve of this?
Imprudence.
Yeah, prudence. So it's also the difference between the libertarians and actual conservatives.
Mhm.
Say.
And I can see your backlashing against something.
Mhm.
You're
It was against the trans.
reacting.
This is real
Yes.
women. Let's celebrate real women.
Yeah.
And the side said, "Yeah, this is a real woman, real woman's body." And I'm like, "You shouldn't be seeing that body. I didn't want to see that."
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Mhm.
And with the H-1B visas, I think a nuanced position is better than all or nothing.
I think
But, yeah, no, you had a pretty good. I think Michael Knowles did too. I'm a big Michael Knowles fan.
For
He
sure.
said, "I don't." He said something along the lines of, in a conversation style, like he wrote it out. He said, "Well, should we let in? What about H-1B visas?" And he's like, "I don't know. I don't think it's intrinsically bad, but maybe we should have less." And they're like, "But how many less? We can't let them keep American jobs." Like, well, I mean, some really great people are coming in, but we shouldn't let everyone in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's about the I think a prudent position
Yeah.
on that. And so it's just those two issues of, and it wasn't libertarian and conservative. It was way more of a fully nationalistic, and someone called the woke right. That term is overused way too much.
I don't even know what it means. I just keep seeing it thrown around.
You have to know the original definition of woke, which is putting classes by by race, sex, and trying to either get an equal outcome or discriminating on the basis of those things. I guess you could just call it racism. But the woke right would be the opposite of just the woke by instead of hating on whites, it would be hating on, I guess, Jews or Indians or other peoples. I don't know. That's one definition. Please don't think that any of my friends I'm calling you guys those things, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense to let in the very skilled, very, very, very best,
Mm-hmm.
skills-wise
There's
from
only
around the world.
Currently, like 85,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's not a small amount of people, but it's not a huge.
Yeah, it's not
Not a lot.
for a nation of 350 million. It's not bad.
Yeah.
But along with that, you have to be assimilating. I posted something earlier today that we shouldn't be putting Spanish right under the English on everything.
No.
On immigration forms, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But stuff with the DMV or whatever should be English.
Yeah.
This encourages assimilation.
I don't want to be in a nation where 20 years from now we have to press 3 for English
Mhm.
on the
Yep.
phone, if we even have phones. But I saw that post and I liked it. You're 100% correct, and this is why I did support fake Ramaswamy.
Mhm.
Is he said we would make English the national language, like by law.
Mm.
You would have to know basic English to become a legal immigrant, a citizen. I think that's good, not because it's a white language, but because that's the language of our culture, of our people.
Mhm.
And you can become one of us. You just have to know and be fine with our culture.
Mhm.
I spoke with my fiance about this
Mhm.
a lot while we were at my grandmother's on vacation last week.
Mhm.
Assimilation, because she works at a pregnancy crisis center in the town that way.
Mhm.
So many people come in, they don't speak English, they're from China, they're from Mexico, probably not here legally because they don't have IDs,
Mhm.
and they just laugh because you don't know their language. It's like, well, buddy, you're here wanting free stuff for your house the expensive house you couldn't afford, but you got anyway. Sorry, that's a different issue. It's a form of disrespect. Like if we had to,
Yeah.
so let's say Germany suddenly became the greatest, most Christian, awesome, right wing, encouraging human flourishing nation ever. Like
Mhm.
it's a terrible
Mhm.
sentence, but great nation. We moved there. I would want to learn German.
Right.
I would want to learn their culture because that's what made their country great, right?
Even if a bunch of us Americans went over and just formed an enclave, just formed a little community.
No, I understand. That would be super hard to give up where we grew up. I understand if Asian people want to have their parts of their culture in their home. Yeah, I understand. That's fine. That's where you came from. That's your heritage.
Mhm. But learning.
But you shouldn't try to make the rest of the world conform to you. You're here. You're in our nation. It's our place.
Mhm.
That
I
makes sense.
like what we have in our citizenship test.
Mhm.
It's probably levels of stuff that I couldn't pass.
That's not a judgment against
knowing
me.
knowing the articles of the Constitution. How could I forget? Constitution and different stuff.
Mhm.
But I never thought about it until now that actually makes sense, that they would be held to a higher hard fact standard
Mhm.
because we're inculcated in the culture,
Yeah.
the American ideals and such. They are being brought into it,
Mhm.
and so they gotta study more of the
Really have to know
hard
it.
facts of it.
Because you haven't gotten the effects of those facts.
Right.
Your whole life.
We absorbed a lot of it.
Mhm.
They're needing to eat the steak of it.
The meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not the milk.
Yeah.
Interesting. What do you think about Vivek's plan? I really liked Vivek Ramaswamy before he went total libertarian in the last 24 hours. And
No, I
sorry.
haven't been paying too
No,
much attention to it.
since he dropped out. He was saying that American citizens should either, to vote, you need to pass the citizenship test, or be over 25. It's one of the two. You can't vote without passing the citizenship test. He said that it's not proper that we should hold immigrants to a higher standard we hold ourselves. And I think that in properly educated people like you and me, just homeschooled, or even public school, well-educated people, you do have a basic understanding of the government.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go walk on the streets of anywhere, you see the influencers, what are the three branches of government? You're like, I don't know. That's
They're
not.
so hard to watch.
And those people
so
vote.
dumb.
And it's like, maybe we should have a test like that,
Our public schools are doing a really good job at what they're made to do.
What they're made to do.
Yeah.
What are they made to do?
Catechize
Mhm.
the children of America into secularism and make an easily controlled populace.
John D. Rockefeller. My fiance can go for hours on that man. She really despises him. I don't know much about it, but change the grammar and everything so that it would, not grammar, but like spelling.
Yeah, there's you ever read any of John Gatto's work?
No.
You might find it interesting.
Okay.
He was a multi-year in a row award-winning teacher in New York that eventually turned away from the system and wrote so much against it. But in his book, one of his books, he, or maybe one of his, maybe one of his talks, talked about there was a pamphlet being given out at a Rockefeller event.
Mhm.
Maybe it was Carnegie. I think it was Rockefeller.
Mhm.
That had this quote about we will mold the populace into the image that we want them to be in. So,
It's the visually anointed right there.
Yes,
Ooh,
very much
spooks
so.
them.
Very
Sounds
much.
like a Mission Impossible movie.
I almost included that one in the at the very top of that article
Yeah.
that I wrote for the Conservative.
That was a great article, by the
Go
way.
subscribe to the Conservative.
Go buy some skinny ties.
Yeah. I'm glad you liked it.
I did.
I had the, what is it, artistic criticism. I didn't like it.
Oh, you got that like artistic self-hate. I was like,
It's
man,
not
this
good
is great,
enough.
and you're like, it's terrible.
I wrote basically all of it in the last 24 hours.
I should give you a raise. Yeah. No, Ben is the one. He's like actively holding up the website on Google. You know, like, he's minimum wage.
The website.
Yeah. Conservative.
Oh. Yes, my one article.
Yeah. Oh, we got fireworks going.
People still doing fireworks, and isn't it the third? It's the second. The second day of 2025. And there's already been, what, 3 terrorist attacks?
4.
4?
There was a guy who, well, allegedly, there's this guy who was caught placing an IED explosive on a train racks.
I didn't hear it.
This was in the last hour or so.
Oh.
He placed an IED on some train tracks in a city in Idaho.
Hmm.
And the police found him and pulled him away, and they sent a robot and just tapped it and it blew up. So it didn't hurt anybody.
Interesting.
But, like, man, what a way to start the year.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you saw, lightning struck the Capitol.
Oh, yeah. And the trade center? And the Pentagon? Not the Pentagon.
I heard about those, but I couldn't
There's
find
like
anything
3.
online about it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But
it's like
either
in the
way-
last hours of 2024.
Bang! It's like, it feels ominous. I know
Yeah.
everyone's like, oh, this is a sign from God. I'm like, it doesn't look like a good sign. You know, we think we want it all, but I still want to have some humility about we can still mess things up.
Oh, yeah.
In Nazi Germany, a lot of Christians were on Hitler's side because he was throwing out all the transgender books. He was burning all this stuff because he said this is bad. And then it turned real bad because Hitler never really cared about that. He just that was a way to bring people to his side. And that's something that what was his name? Oh, good friend of Charlie Kirk. I'm not saying that's the direction we're headed, but movements can be easily can go dark places, you know, pretty easily.
The H-1B controversy. I think that's us getting disunited on the right.
A lot of it was, I just don't want Indians here. That's like, okay. that was my response. 'Cause
Weird.
it's like, I understand because I don't want to live in a foreign nation.
Uh-huh.
I want to live in America, but
I don't want too many foreigners here that aren't getting assimilated.
but like a good amount that loves, you know, our ideals and stuff is okay. So, you know, and it was a little worrying, you know.
Yeah. What was I? Oh, I was so confused by one of the terrorists, the Cybertruck attack that blew up. I was seeing that it was in front of Trump Tower, so I was like, okay, New York.
I thought New York.
Yeah,
Oh, it's Las
and then I
Vegas.
was seeing this thing about an attack in Las Vegas too, and I was like, oh, so there was 2 Cybertrucks? What? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The Trump Tower in Las Vegas, which I didn't know was a thing.
Yeah. Bless you.
Thank you. I actually have my voice back.
Okay,
Which
that's good.
it's been gone for a week, almost a week, mostly gone. So today is
The perfect day.
mostly back. Yeah.
Nice.
But now I have a cough. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was about to say something about fiance, but I'll tell you after the show.
About the Nazis? What?
Fiance.
Fiance.
Yeah.
That thing you said about the Nazis.
They started the book burnings of transgender stuff, of like.
Which is interesting because that would mean that would be actually one reason. That's probably one reason they were able to woo people to their side,
Yeah.
gain legitimacy, because that's what a good lie does. It includes a lot of truth.
Yep.
The more truth a lie has, the more effective it is.
Right, because if you just tell a blatant lie, people are pretty skeptical already.
Yeah.
Like, Joe Biden is totally fine.
Uh-huh.
No, man.
Sure. I posted about this the other day. I think it was shadow banned. I don't know. But I posted about how Andrew Tate is a textbook example of a great lie.
Oh, yeah.
Because...
A little bit of... some amount of truth.
Yeah.
And a whole bunch of gobbledygook.
Yeah, it's like, truth, men should be masculine.
Yeah.
Men should be strong.
Yeah.
And then a whole bunch of lies about how
Join my-
loving your wife is gay. And
Sleeping well at night is super gay.
Yeah.
Because there's stuff to do.
and you should sleep around with lots of women.
Yeah.
You should not.
Don't do that. Please don't ruin your please don't hurt yourself.
Yeah. And God and your
Family.
wife or future wife
Yeah.
and your kids and
Yeah, and if so, there's redemption, of course, but don't.
yeah.
Don't.
Yeah. It got like 70 views or something in the time, or
Mhm.
40 views or something in the time my things would normally get 150 or 200 or something.
Yeah.
My views have been way down, but that's okay.
So have mine.
It's
Yeah.
interesting. The algorithm has changed.
Yeah.
It's not my fault. The algorithm.
I recently was researching a lot of Andrew Tate's grift, his scam.
Mm.
You heard of Hustlers University?
Mm-mm.
So, if you want to escape the Matrix and become a man and own 5 Bugattis and 1,000,000 women in a castle,
5.
join his Hustlers University for $50 a month. There's this guy on YouTube, I think his name was CoffeeZilla. He did a really good investigation into this. He went through it, and evidently it's just a Discord server, which, that's fine. But Andrew Tate isn't teaching anything. It's just a bunch of classes by his mentor people about drop shipping and e-commerce. So you're not really breaking out of the Matrix. You're just working for Jeff Bezos. You're just selling stuff online with affiliate links, making
funny.
AI videos,
Oh.
and it's like, yeah, it's really
The
dumb.
name's a little too spot on.
Hustlers University. You got hustled. Yeah.
It's not about becoming hustlers.
Yeah.
It's about being the hustle.
It was also found that he says he's a trillionaire. He has a real net worth of about $8 million. And his mansion is a big metal building. They built just several tiny rooms that look rich, and it's just a total.
That's funny.
And in Hustlers University, one ways you can make money is by creating an Andrew Tate channel and just posting his clips everywhere. That's why he's so popular, is because you see his clips, because they're just his followers posting it. Because they're at Hustlers University. So it's just funny to me. It's like, it confirmed everything I knew. Yeah, this guy isn't legit. He's just a bunch of a grifter. So
It took me a long time to realize that he had a brother. It wasn't
Tristan, yeah.
Is it Tristan? Okay.
Yeah.
So I would see this other guy just pop up on YouTube. Just like, is that the same guy? He looks a lot.
Did he grow hair?
Looks a lot alike and
Yeah.
sounds the same and is also annoying and like, what's going on?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, the Tate brothers. Oh, okay.
And then there were those investigations for like human trafficking, that stuff.
Yeah.
And then people like Candace Owens will come out and say, "Oh, they're just being targeted because they're against the woke." And I'm like, I don't know. He's kind of admitted to it in the past, to some form of not behavior, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Of all the people, I would not be surprised if he was actually
Yes.
guilty of the stuff
I
he's
don't-
arrested for.
I don't want him to be arrested for things he didn't do.
Right. Right. We like
oh,
justice.
I remembered, there was one clip of him talking about Christianity. He says he doesn't understand it. He said he doesn't understand how Christians won't fight back about their God.
Hmm.
He said, people insult your God every day. Why don't you fight back for him? And part of me says, well, we do. Because, we try to have, discussions and say, no, he's not these things you say.
Mhm.
And I realized that's not what God needs from us. He doesn't need Christians to defend his honor every time. Now, of course, we shouldn't let slander everywhere happen. But
Excuse me.
I think Andrew Tate doesn't understand the the point is that the end, this world is not to last. It's not all physical. We're a mix of, we don't have a body. You are your body with a spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Your spirit and your body are like connected.
Mm-hmm.
It just felt that he didn't understand who God is, that he's, that I have to protect his honor by, going on a crusade. No, I don't think that's true.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. Well, he's getting, he's recently a Muslim, so
yeah.
I assume he's getting
never went, no.
catechized in in Muslim teaching, which is very much jihad and all the stuff.
This was a few years ago I saw it.
Crazy.
I saw a lot of Andrew Tate as a younger teenager and was like, okay, this guy's saying some sense. And the more I saw him, I was like, no. No.
Oh, you as a teenager?
Yes, me as a teenager.
I thought you were saying Andrew Tate as a teenager. I was like, I haven't
No.
seen those videos. Interesting.
But that's, like you said, a perfect example of with the little truth that men should be masculine, men are sidelined by society, things shouldn't be super equal all the time. He takes that and then tries to lead you on a path of just complete worldliness.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good example. What are some other good examples of really good lies that had some truth that maybe misled a lot of people?
Catholicism?
Yeah,
Just my opinion. But
Yeah.
Mormonism.
I was going to say that. Yeah.
There's a lot of
Mormonism.
There's a lot of truth, and they raise their children. I think they raise their children with very high expectations.
Yeah,
I
they're
think
great
that's
people.
why they're
Like if that's
successful
Mhm.
in having mature kids
Yeah.
that are ready to go out and be on their own at
Go
is it
ahead.
18 when they do their 2-year missionary trip.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
18,
Yeah.
backpack, white shirt, go around.
Yeah. How many Christian 18-year-olds are ready to take on that kind of
I don't know what I want to do with
responsibility?
my life. I like playing video games.
Yeah.
I do too, bro. There's more to life.
But there's expectations
Yeah.
on them. I don't know. It's become a little bit of my watchword alongside
Yeah.
balance. There's balance and there's expectations.
I think maybe those expectations aren't over the course of the last 3 or 4 generations. Kids don't have high expectations from their parents because we don't have high expectations to meet anymore as a society. But also that I think as a Christian, in trying to be a Christian in modern age seems a lot easier than it was in the past, I guess. We don't have to steal for, I guess
We don't have to steal.
I'm trying to get out these thoughts.
Sorry.
Just let me go. I'm a bad chef, but let me go. It seems like they're in modern Christian culture. If you don't commit the big sins, like you don't have premarital sex, you don't kill anyone, you're all right. Stuff like gossip and lying happens all the time, and no one really cares about it. Pornography use, really. At least that's a very widespread issue within the church. But those aren't highly recognized, or at least not until recently. So that was the expectation. Don't kill anyone. Don't have sex before marriage. That's an optional one. If you don't do that, you'll be fine. And so, it's like, why am I even a Christian? I wasn't going to kill anyone anyway. So maybe setting high expectations is good. You don't want to be super overbearing, and your children will hate you. But
I've been listening to the St. Brendan's podcast. It's the Ogden School, Ogden the Christian School there. Brian Sauvé and such like.
Oh, I've heard of it,
Yeah. So now it's Eric Kahn and Kevin Love, I think, that host this podcast.
Heard of them as well.
Yeah. Anyway, really good podcast, all about education, Christian education, and they mentioned how the entrance exams, not the graduation exams, entrance exams to, I think it was Princeton or something in the 1800s, you had to, what is it called? Translate large sections of, like, the Aeneid or First John or something. You know,
Yeah.
translate them.
Latin, Greek.
Yeah, and it was like, out of high school, I was like, how far have we fallen? I would love for my kids to. I'd love to be able to teach them Latin and Greek, but and I could arrange that.
Latin is the
I don't
easier
know the
of the two.
beginning of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the first thing about Latin and Greek.
Latin is the easiest because it's the most like English.
Mm.
So English, Spanish, Italian, French all came from Italian.
Latin.
Latin. And so a lot of the words are similar. It's the same kind of way we speak and everything.
Mhm.
I learned a little bit of it before,
Nice.
I guess, quitting halfway through high school.
Mm.
But it was really cool because all my classes were just translating Genesis. That was really cool.
Nice.
It was really cool to be able to hear it in a different language and understand it.
Mhm.
You know, learning Spanish, you know, when I see a movie and it has Spanish subtitles, it's like, oh, I understand what they're saying. You know, that's cool.
Mhm.
But I think you said, you know, the entrance exams, you had to do that. I think that's cool.
They had high expectations.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like you were telling me a year ago about like a 3rd or 4th grade logic book that was like sort of challenging, you know? When was it
It
from?
was,
The 1800s?
yeah, it was from the 1800s. It might have been late 1700s. It was
Okay.
a book on logic
Yeah.
for like elementary kids, and the guy, I think it was Paul Washer talking about it, and you know he has a PhD, and he was given this book, and he read the first chapter, and then he reread it.
Mm-hmm.
I think he reread it again. Like, okay, I understand what the
3
guy's
times through.
talking about it.
Yeah.
And then he looks at the cover, and it's like, what is this? It's like a silhouette kind of picture, and he's looking at it, trying to figure out what it is.
Mhm.
It's a headmaster leaning over his pupils and like teaching them. And he looks further in the book, and you know, in the cover and such, and it's like, oh, this was an elementary logic primer
Yeah.
that I'm struggling with as a PhD graduate.
That's crazy. Now I want to read it because I want to know what that feels like to be humbled.
We're on the, as homeschoolers,
Mm-hmm.
we have this opportunity to, the bar was raised for us.
Yeah.
You know, my parents, I assume your parents, based on their age, were public schooled.
Yeah.
Went to the government schools, yeah. So it wasn't legal until 1994, I think, in
No.
Texas.
Yeah.
So, they raised the bar for us, big time. You know, we actually got educated.
And you see it in other homeschoolers, not to brag on ourselves.
But we are amazing, so.
Well, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
But-
or you wouldn't be listening to us.
No.
so.
We haven't listened. But
Don't tell them that.
yeah, but anytime, I'm not telling the story to brag on myself. We have a kind of a game because I have some other homeschool people at the job where I work. It's a big trades company in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
The game is figure out who is homeschooled, and you can almost immediately tell. Like one of our electrical managers, I was speaking to him, and he's like, "Are you homeschooled?" I was like, yeah. So it's just a difference because the bar is raised, not by this much, by that much. You can attain
Mhm.
that, you know,
Mhm.
as a child. So sorry, I cut you off. What were you going to say?
No,
just to raise it further.
The bar was raised well for us.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have the opportunity to raise it even further for our children.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's a legacy
'cause-
to start. You know.
Yeah. They raised the bar for us from the position of being schooled in the government schools.
Yeah.
We can raise the bar from the starting position of being homeschooled.
Mm-hmm.
Such a great opportunity.
That's huge. No, that's great.
Yeah. I'd love to start like a little micro school, or
It wouldn't be homeschool then, Ben.
yeah, but it'd be good.
It would be good. Yeah.
Like 8 kids or something, and in my living room and dining room, just reading good books and learning how to read.
I think
and,
that's called a co-op. No, but yeah, no, I understand what
well,
you're saying.
no, I mean where
But for all
they pay
subjects.
us.
Yeah.
They pay us, and
Yeah.
we have them here for 3 afternoons a week. So it would probably be styled as a homeschool support group.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be your entire schooling. It wouldn't be all subjects. But what?
Nothing.
You don't like my idea?
No,
You
it's
hate
just
it.
that we called that a co-op. I'm sorry, but yeah, no, I like your idea. I do.
I think it'd be really cool.
That's one of my mom's dreams. She wants to have she wants to run like a little home school, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because I think that children can benefit greatly from a person who specializes in math or English, or that's their thing they teach.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't speak for my mom, but she has had to relearn algebra twice. It's when you're a mom, that's a huge responsibility, and then you have to teach your teach your children all these things like 4 times 2 if you have 4 kids or more. I love my mom; she's great, but it's a lot to do, and I think if you could do it properly in a very small setting, like you said, you could have multiple people who. I'm the math teacher. That's what I do because I'm really smart at math. Not me. I'm terrible at math.
We know. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
The other thing, one of the things that I think this would help, a couple of things I think this would help solve, having these little micro schools, that sounds amazing. I think she should definitely do that. Is homeschool mom burnout. That's a big problem, and maybe y'all didn't experience that as much. Y'all were really into the co-ops and everything. I don't know.
It was the earlier years. She had me, and then our family has twins, so that put a lot of stress. And then another sibling.
Yeah. But a lot of homeschool moms have a lot of burnout, so they put a lot on themselves. If you're sending your kids to to one of these little micro school type things, 3 afternoons a week, that would take a lot off your plate.
Yeah.
You could go to the store or whatever.
Some time for yourself, just take a minute.
Yeah. You probably would still have your 2-year-old with you or whatever, But then the other thing is something they pointed out at the St. Brendan's podcast is apparently one of the downsides of the homeschooling movement in general excuse me, is a lot of it suffers from effeminization, because it's
Dad's not home most of the day.
The dad's out of the home. If you can fix that, fix that. But you want your kids with you as much as possible.
Yeah.
But
that effeminization is normal and good up until a certain age.
Right.
I would say closer to 5, 6, 7 when young boys start to be a little bit more rambunctious, and daughters will see their dads too, of course.
Yeah, I think 8 is when they really need to start spending a lot of time around their dad, or at least around men.
Yeah.
So if me and my wife taught the micro school, then that would be they'd have the feminine and the masculine. Well, as much as I can.
Those complementary examples.
Yeah.
They have an idea of what how man and wife are supposed to act. That's good.
Yeah. It wouldn't just be feminine teaching; it'd be masculine teaching as well. You get both. So there's some strengths to it.
Yeah. I guess that's one of the drawbacks of not working on a farm. Is because you could go see Dad in the field.
Yeah.
You're doing that. Yeah. But now Dad's in the city in a car, and he's doing whatever. You can't see him do that, except the one day where it's like bring your work day, and that's a huge drawback. You don't have the father so close by.
Even if you weren't a farmer before the Industrial Revolution, if you were a candle maker or a blacksmith or whatever, you were probably working out of your home or the shop on your property or whatever.
Their shop was in town. You brought your stuff into town and then back. From home.
if it was in town, you were probably living
Like
above
on
the
top
shop.
of the shop, yeah, I was gonna
right.
say.
And once you were old enough to carry tools or whatever, you were helping.
Yeah.
So you got to spend a lot of time with your dad.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. When was the Industrial Revolution, you think?
For Europe, is actually for England. It was sooner. It was around the late 1700s to mid 1800s. And then,
The 1800s, you say?
Europe, and then America, it was like smack dab, the 1840s to like 1910. By 1910, it was full blown. Most people lived in a city. I've studied this. It's really cool and scary. There was an epidemic in the 1910s, 1905, 1910.
Spanish flu.
Yes, but of crazy headaches, stress, depression, and it was because they started having motor vehicles, all these, big machines making noise. Everyone was living in a city that had never happened before in all of history. Yes, there were big cities in the past, but that's not where the majority of people lived.
Yeah.
And so that's why there was an epidemic of people making brain tonics and all these different magic medicines that would fix you. They never did. So, yeah, the 1800s, that's where it all started, man. Yeah.
With the fathers leaving the house.
That's a really good point.
We've solved all the problems.
You saw it. Thanks for joining us.
All right. No need for the right perspective anymore.
Appreciate it.
Oh, wow. We've been going for over an hour.
All right.
We even talk about loving people well.
No.
But
Love people well.
do it. Yes. All right. Well,
Yeah. Thanks for joining the Retrospective episode 4. It was a little bit more of a laid-back episode. We'll be back in about 2 weeks from now, and we'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.